Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special Christmas night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jacob Eason and the Carolina Panthers versus Drew Lock and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Lock now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Lock working out of the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Alvin Kamara.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 19 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Lock. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Winters. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Winters. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As physical as this game is, sometimes it's precision that gets guys into the end zone. And that's exactly what we saw in that play. Tremendous blocking. Running back saw it and followed it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Third and long, it's Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1-7. After the sack on first down, Locke quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Drew Lock scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. Johnson now returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. Catch is made by Hurd. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Eason. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 19-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. First and 10, Eason. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And that'll that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again. Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Eason's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Eason's pass. Intended for
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Down by 8, they say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Check 52 is the free. 52 is the line. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 37. Check 37. Watch safety green. Watch safety green, man. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. 10 Hurt. 52. What's the run?
On 3rd down, Eason. He finds his target, Fuller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, G. Here I come, here I come. Check safety, check safety. Buffalo 18. 52's the light. Watch Mike, watch Mike. All day, every day, any day.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason going for Hurd on the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Hurd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
21, Panthers 14.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. On first down, Winters. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Will Fuller. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
and on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, Eason. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Block. Man open left side is Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd and 9. Block. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun. Block. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The score, Jaguars 24.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Winters. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Darren Lee on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
The 21-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
And a Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On first down, Winters. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Taken down at his own.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing is Eason. Smith catches left side. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is Scarborough, and they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Throwing on first down. Eason, throw left side, complete. It's Smith. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. This is Smith with a grab.
That's up.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
1st and 10.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10, Eason. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
4 yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
By the Jaguars.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
15-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.